Here we are. It is Saturday, February 3rd, a beautiful Florida day. Though it is a bit chilly, it's 57, 58 degrees, and there's a little fog bank up forward there. So you guys up there in New York, talking to you, Mr. Joe, you know what fog banks is and how, and you can see it right down there. My finger's pointing at it, but we're clear sailing. We're going to that pink hotel. I don't know if you can see it right where my fingers, that's where the ramp is. Hey, I'm just making this quick video, couple minutes, saying I got to the boat. It's dewy, but it is fantastic. I think you're going to be very happy with the boat. Engine started up normally, and I'm just out here in the bay just before throttle up. Hey, just to let you know, I put a little winterization chemicals down in the bilge, and battery switches are on over here. And that you see that wood thing is the cutting board that goes on top of the stove. I just didn't want the stove to lose the board. And then this is the RV winterization stuff that I put. I went through 3 gallons, and I did the air conditioning, I did the raw water pump here, and I did the toilet system, the freshwater system, and a toilet holding tank. So just going through the boat, as you can see, there's no cushions. Everything is inside. There's nothing here that's gonna blow away. We got all the curtains inside. We got the top strapped down and in the boot and nicely secured here, so it's fine. You can go 100 miles an hour with the boat. All the antennas up top are down, that meaning that the radar is the tallest part. The anchor light is down. So as we walk through forward, you know, you come on over here, and that's the old compass. There's the remote. There's the remote for the VHF. And here, your circuit panels here. You want to plug the batteries in. You turn on this 30 amp. This should come up, and then you want to turn on the battery charger. And here's the stove. And then this is my ride home. I take my skateboard home, so I just put that there. GPS working good, lit right up. You can see there's no like I remember when I said, hey, you can read it fine. I know it shows signs of burning from the pictures that the surveyor made, but there it is. I mean, from here it looks perfect, and I don't see any burning whatsoever. And that's what I was telling you, and that's what I was, truthful about. There is a cover here. There is a cover here. That's over there. Well, let's go down in the cabin. Right, I want to show you the cabin before I throttle up. Okay, down here in the cabin, we've got all that the canvas, and he put a visqueen over all the cushions and stuff like that. So Joe really, he cared about this boat, and he cared about the sail and stuff like that. So that's why there's visqueen all over, and then visqueen here, and then the toilet. And I know how to work it if you have any questions. But the title, see that vent? Underneath the vent in an envelope is a title. That's where the title and the bill of sale is. Should stay dry. And then the spare key is right here in this little red basket here. The spare key is right in there. So title underneath there, spare key there, and there's a toilet cleaner right there. So reach your hand on this side, and just right where my finger's pointing underneath the vent, it's just being held right there. That's where the title is. So be sure to get it. So I'm coming back out. There's the boat is completely ready for shipping. And the only thing I'm going to recommend is you might want to just, when you get it home, you might want to just flush the engine, because we're a saltwater environment, and flushing the engine does have salt water, and it'd be nice to flush it. You can use your coolant, buy that coolant stuff, and just run it through the engine. You don't have to let it run long. You just got to run something through it. So you put a 5-gallon pail or bucket, or hook up a garden hose, or whatever you want. But that's what I recommend. Turn on the bow thruster. You see a little green light. You have to push this button once, and while it's beeping, you got to push it a second time, and that turns on the bow thruster. So just so you know, that's all right. Let's do it. We're gonna throttle it up. So it's up to you. If you want to use trim tabs, you want to put the bow down, you can. It doesn't hurt. It's a good idea. So you can start with them bow down, because you're going to be running slow and stuff like that. And oh, by the way, I didn't back on over here. That is a new switch on the side of the cowl, right there by the cowling. That is a new switch. Works perfect, so it goes up and down. That was one of the things the surveyor came up with that we promised to fix. This little circuit breaker here. See this little button tab right there? You have to push this up to make the windlass work. This releases it, and that little tang that's down right there means the windlass is off. So this little button needs to be up. That turns on the windlass. If you were to pop this breaker, that's the way it'll look, and you have to reset it. This is manually shutting it off. When you start the engine, you put the key in, turn it on, and this is the start-stop button. So that's about it. All right, let's throttle up. Trim the engine down. Good. I'll throttle up. Bring it up to about 4,000. 4,500. Pops right up on plane. Very nice. Now you can trim the engine up. Here we are. We're doing 23 miles an hour. About 4,500. I got the trim tabs down. So you know, these boats like trim tabs down. So go ahead and use them. You know, that's the key thing. That's what they're for. You know, and you can run this thing right there at 4,200 RPMs, 4,400 RPMs. It's a 2-stroke. It's happy to do it. Back there, there's another gallon of oil back there that Joel left you. It's in that compartment. So there's a gallon of oil in there. So we're doing 24 miles an hour, almost 25 at 4,300 RPMs. So super nice. Super nice, very, very good. And the wide open problem that the mechanic said, that the surveyor said, turned out to be like a corroded connection, or just a connection he cleaned up. And he goes, you should be all set. And right now we're running perfect, and we have plenty of reserve power. See, it goes right up. So I like this speed. Now if I bring the trim tabs up, watch the valve go up. See? So this boat likes trim tabs down. And look, our speed, we dropped our speed. We're doing 22 miles an hour. Still doing 42. I'm going to bring it back to 43. There we go. Back to 43. We're doing 22 miles an hour. Watch, I'll bring the trim tabs back down. Now watch our speed go up. Not much. There we go, 42.5. And I didn't touch the speed. And it's actually picked up a little bit. So we're almost doing, so just use these trim tabs down. Use them down, bring them all the way down, and just kind of leave them there. You know, if you need to distribute weight, you just bring them up a little bit. But the most important thing you got to remember is when you go back to the dock and you leave the boat in the water, you got to bring those tabs back up. If you don't, you're going to corrode, you're going to get growth on them, and you're going to get all barnacled up, and they won't work, and they'll always be down. You never get them back up. So bring them down, kind of just leave them down. For this boat here, it seems to work perfect for that. So nice. 24 miles an hour. There's the bridge I'm going to. I'm going to be getting off plane here in just a little bit. Remember, you push this button once. Push it once for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, like this. Let it go. It starts beeping. Push it again. That makes it. That engages it. Little circuit breaker switch right here. Key on. Don't try to turn it anymore because you got to use this motor. And then all this stuff is pretty much self-explanatory. I know it's a 10-minute video. I always try to keep them 5, but I'm coming up on 9 minutes right now. So, you can still have fog bank now. It's just there on the other side of the bridge. We're making left here at the bridge, going towards the ramp. I talked to your trucker today. We're gonna leave those bumpers up there. I'm not worried about them coming out. They're fine. They're tied up. You see them tied up. I tied them up the other day, last Monday. We were here, we tied it up, we winterized it and stuff like that. The other thing too is they're in the back compartment. But you know what? I'll get off plane here in just a second or so. Where it says no wake zone. I'm going to show you something else. This shifter works beautiful. This is DTS, digital throttles and shifters. It's just so nice. In the back, there's 3 holes. One for the air conditioning, and one is for the back here. Come on in the back, lift this up. I lift this up and I just kind of slide it forward. And right there, that is for the washdown system. That's that pump right there. And that's for that faucet handle right there. That's a washdown system. So you get fish guts on the boat. That's where you would flush it. And then here's the air conditioner pump, and that's the air conditioner through hole with the strainer right there. And the through hole's handles are off, so make sure you keep them off because you don't want any water in there because they're all winterized. And you can see the little pink. I threw a little pink stuff down there too. So, and then when you're done, you put this back. Okay, and then there's the batteries. Yeah, I think the extra gallon of oil is down in here underneath this cutting board. Yeah, there it is in the covers. You got a cover there for the engine and stuff like that. And then over there is a boat hook, and you got the stainless steel ladder. It is bungee corded down, and you know it's set fine. And you'll see Joel left all kinds of stuff on the boat for you. So, hey, I'm Jim Emmett from Tierra Verde Yachts. I thank you so much for the sale. Have a great summer up there in Islip, West Islip, New York. I do need to get up there to visit sister and some cousins and stuff like that I have up there in New York. But again, this is Jim Emmett from Tierra Verde Yachts. Joel, Joe, thank you so much. I do appreciate your business, and you got a fine boat here, very nice, and I think it's going to be missed too, no less. So that was the running of it. I got idle zone for the rest of the way to get to the ramp for your trucker. Okay, again, Jim Emmett, Tierra Verde Yachts. Thank you so much. Bye bye.